So we are going to talk about lots of storming things over time. There's been a while. There's going to be much more severely happening with these storming advancing still out there around the Alabama region and also the Mississippi. But we are looking at the Mississippi. There's a really good chance one of these storms, there's small chance for it to be much more damage severe, but more likely just more like damage threatening winds and also good size hail as well to you all too. Inside this this live streaming, there's so much about it as well. Inside this, the live streaming, and also we going about this topical about this stormings advancing with these large hails and also just like 5% chance for tornadoes as well. So much with these storms, and also you can kind of see eventually will be supercelsius thunderstorms around like the Mississippi area as well. There's so much about to it. It will be so much amazing to see. We got live streaming about it as well. So much about into it with these storms as well to see it, what it is. Eventually we're going to see it much more, how much what it is happening with these storming. They are going to get stronger or not. This is a good question for the states as well, for the Alabama region. You can kind of see it is going to get a little bit stronger, but it is moving southward as well. There's so much about it to the part about the storming is advancing is still out there. So much it is going on with these massive cape values as well. So much these stormings are so much impact about the caping, so much joy about these stormings advancing about these storms are still out there, but it is suddenly going to get maybe a little bit stronger. So far, there's already been a little bit issue like chance for like the watch is hopefully after maybe around 6 will be a watch around the Mississippi region as well. We're going to check when it's going happening anyways about these stormings advancing. Still so much about it so far, so much it is happening. It is so much important to make not pretty sure your area not gonna be in a sheltering in the case these storms in case, but it's not small, but it's still possibility these storms still. Just we to just keep on these storms in case these storms are slowly could be like rotation, but it is more likely there's gonna be a little bit of like hail advancing these storms as well. So much in the impact about it as well. So much its region as well to seeing it as well. Just fight it in case your region will going impacted by you guys about it as well for these storming advancing still could be out there so much impacted about it as well. There's these storming advancing is still gonna be could be very strongly advancing, but with the better threat and also could be my help. Hopefully you guys could be a much more safe zone as well. So much each region about how much it is happening each time with these storms tracks as well. But these storms could be much more can risk for hail and also chances for tornadoes as well. So much will impact about the region into the Korea the next week as well. So much will be happening as well for these storms will happening in this the wild in case will happening in the radar range as well. So far, these not could be tornadoes, but these storms could be erupting into supercelsius thunderstorms. But so far, this could be an infinite risk for it as well. That's what I was meaning. Just not like a moderate risk, but it's like slight risk. Not like a moderate risk, but it's just a little bit chancing for these storms could be higher than usual. These storms these days. One is just gonna be live streaming about how much is going on about it, just enough, and also about the future. These storms will be slowly weakening, then going towards the states, and then slowly weakening about the moisture and also the K values inside these storms advancing. But the storms are slowly weakening, then there's still a small chance for the could be a little bit thundering some areas could get to. But it's not much until maybe not until we're going to get until next week till when we going to see something special about it. For these storms are still out there, but it's because we need to just keep on watch to see how much control about these storms are happening. Some areas as well. So much impact about the region as well. There's so much about the hillsides. So much there's going to get too big to like 1.36 inches. That's a little big than just like 40 inches. That's a little bit tiny, but still could be a possibility of these hailstorms as well. But more unlikely to see. But we need to as well just focus on these storms popping upwards as well. There's so far not any very strong, but we need to keep eye on the Mississippi region as well. Just keep eye on it in case these eartops going to get a little bit stronger and a little bit higher as well. But so far, nothing, little rotation to see it, not yet. But we need to keep eye on it until a couple of minutes to do so as well. But it's so much in the past just happening changing direction as well, but so far nothing to been seen about how much lightning going on it as well. So far the radar is showing the supercilious, but not lots of tornadoes chancing. But it's just we just keep an eye on it in case about these streaming about these storms because it's just going always going to changing directions and as well. And the wind speed with these storms is advancing, but it is so much about it. There's always going to be changing over time, but it is so much velocity that these storms are still could be producing lots of hail. Some each region just hard to see, but it's in there around the pink area or the purple region. That's what the pink, the hail threat. It is much more likely to like 34% chance for these storms advancing until then. All of these times still out there as well. Look like there's going the hail just going to be get a little bit bigger to like 2.2 inches size of hail. That's a little bit big. So far, there's nothing to doing it single day about these storming, eventing. Hopefully we need to just keep an eye on it in case there's out there as well to see these storms erupting out there and as well the threatening is still stuck out there so much in the pathing that we don't know about it as well. We'll need to just keep an eye on it in case it will happening each region as well. So much about the work as well. So much we need to keep an eye on it. So much about the volatility still out there. There's so much, but these storms could be very strong sometimes. There's as well. There's how big you can see these storms up there. You can kind of see the shape of these stormings, but slowly turning to these supercilious thunderstorms. But so far, there's nothing, not yet, but some of them look like a little bit supercilious, some areas as well. Some areas, like these storms, is slowly look like supercilious, but not yet as well. But look like slowly some areas as well, but slowly weakening. And also so much about the clouds, we can see something different as well. So much in back and forth and these storms are going to get could be a little bit stronger, but variable of energy. It's still out there. It still could be a little bit much more sunny and a lot of dew point scenario as well. Just so much passion about these storms will be much more bigger and stronger. But maybe I will just going to be think about how much we're going to changing these storms. But I think this is going to be a good ending to the streaming. everything is good.